There was a White Lives Matter rally in Shelbyville, Alabama, and counter-protesters did something brilliant. Check it out.
Counter-protesters are playing music over Michael Hill speaking.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's also, there are also like countless fat dudes in goofy white supremacist helmets and outfits, and some people who were like in a wheelchair seemingly just because they're obese. And, it's always the funniest thing because the best evidence against the superiority of the white race, the master race, is when you look at one of these rallies. It's like wall-to-wall people who are totally out of shape, totally gross, let themselves go a long time ago. Most of them probably lived pretty sad lives. And their whole thing is like, man, I'm superior. Really? You don't fucking look it, right? You're the I have superior genes by virtue of my race. Well, I mean, it's so easy to debunk your dumb ass beliefs. Just put up a picture of you next to a picture like Tyson Beckford, and it's like, really? So you're saying you have superior genes to that guy? You, the fucking bloated whale, is superior to that dude? I mean, come on, that's so stupid. And then, you'd say, and this is the point they'd make next. Yeah, oh, okay, we're not talking about just physical. We're talking about, we're smarter. Yeah, we're smarter. Okay, so put up a picture of one of these jack-offs next to a picture of Neil deGrasse Tyson. Again, your whole fucking thing is blown up, and you say, then their pivot next is, no, but we're just talking about on average. But obviously, the difference is, if indeed they exist, between intellect, genetically, inherently, between different races, it would be this thing called negligible. Because you have to go on an individual case-by-case basis. Hey, is this person smarter or dumber? Is that person smarter or dumber? You evaluate people on a case-by-case basis. And I thought individuality was something that the right was supposed to be for, not for identity politics. But when it's white grievance identity politics, all of a sudden now you like identity politics. No, you evaluate people on a case-by-case basis. And when you do that, you find that, broadly speaking, whatever differences exist in race in that realm are negligible. They're fucking negligible. I've met black people who are good people. I've met black people who are assholes. I've met white people who are good people. I've met white people who are assholes. I've met people who are smart in every race. I've met people who are dumb in every race. The fact that you want to try to build an ideology around something arbitrary, like let's have our own white ethno-state, that's so stupid. It's like saying let's build a state around people that have red hair and red hair only. Let's have red hair in our state. It's the ginger state. We want a ginger state. Or we're building a state of people only with green eyes. Yes, green eyes. It's so arbitrary and dumb. It's like, there's all these serious issues that exist in the world, and you say, let's pick the most inconsequential thing about people and try to say that if we set up a society with only a certain type of people, that fixes everything. It's like when that guy Matthew Heimbach, who's this, white supremacist guy, white nationalist guy, who's risen to prominence recently. I don't know why. He did at one of the rallies in Charlottesville or somewhere, he spoke to the media, and he said, listen, man, Donald Trump is the swamp. Donald Trump is doing the bidding of Wall Street, and he's listening to the neocons in the deep state, and he's failed us, and that's why we need to start a white ethno-state. It's like, wait, but the thing you just diagnosed as the problem, the solution doesn't logically follow. You can't say Donald Trump and his overwhelmingly white administration is doing the bidding of Wall Street, which is overwhelmingly white, and neocons in the deep state who are overwhelmingly white. And that's why the answer is kick out all the brown people. That makes less than no sense, you fucking jackass. And that's the point, is that these guys are jackasses. You know? Hey, identity politics is terrible unless it's to help me and white people, in which case, yes, then identity politics is great. And I'm in favor of individuality unless it's evaluating people from other races based on individuality, in which case, you know, then I'm against individuality. And it's just you're working backwards from your conclusion. And that's why it's so easy to mock you. It's so easy when you fucking speak into the microphone and you're a sad, pathetic excuse, a sloppy human being, that all they got to do is play fucking La Bamba in the background and you look like the biggest losers on the planet because you are the biggest losers on the planet. The answer is not what you think it is. Society is not all of a sudden become so great if you get rid of minorities, because then you still exist.